Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, June 8th, 2016, 5:49 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. So, we're talking about coaching, and one of the things that you need to know is a good coach is going to call you out. So, there's times where I meet with people, and we're having a conversation, and the conversation goes sideways. It goes completely out of bounds. And the person asks a question that really doesn't even involve what's going on. They just want to look smart, they want to seem smart, or they're pushing the boundaries, and they're trying to find an answer for something that just doesn't matter. And a good coach is going to go, hey, look, you know what? Whatever way they say it, okay? They're going to say, time out. What you're asking isn't relevant to what we're dealing with right now. If you're asking that, either I'm off on my training or you're not paying attention to what's going on. So where's the disconnect? We need to have a conversation. And I bring this up because I was working with a guy 2 weeks ago, and we're going through, and he asked me a question that was just totally off the wall. And, in my mind, I'm like, really? Really? Where did this come from? And I don't mind being asked a question, don't get me wrong. I believe that all questions should be asked. If someone's got a question, just go ahead and ask it. But it was like the guy really wasn't connecting the dots. So I needed to figure out what was going on. Why are you not understanding what I'm saying? Is it my fault? Did I not communicate? Or are you not paying attention? Or are you just not engaged at this point? And what it really turned out to was the guy had training from another person, and the other person had like a different theory and belief of how to deal with people. And what it did was it created some conflict. And if I didn't ask the question, I'm like, where are we at? Where is this coming from? I would have never figured this out. But a good coach is going to call you out and say, hey, time out. We're in the wrong field. We're in the wrong area. We need to not even be talking about this stuff over here. We need to be all the way over here. We need to be in this area. But there's times where, you meet with somebody and they let you do your thing, and it creates some challenges. Just know a good coach is going to go, hey, time out. What's going on? How did you get to this conclusion? How come you're asking me this? We're not even talking about that. Sometimes it could be that, the person's excited, they're a good student, and they're reading ahead. A good coach is going to slow down. Slow down, we're not to that part yet. We need to get all the other fundamentals first before we move on to that. Just chill out. I promise you, we're going to get there. Everything's going to be okay. So just know if a coach does that to you, it's all right. No reason to get upset. No reason to get salty. No reason to have some bad feelings. No reason to have sand in an emotional crevice. Just know everything's going to work out, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.